hidden data. Well, there's all this data inside your AdWords account, some of which is obvious. It's there on the screen when you log in, but you'll find that there are other areas of data to go hunting after, and this actually is hidden away in the background, and yet it's the most important data that you need to know about. And funny thing is about Google is they claim to be a very transparent company, and in some ways they are, but they're very contradictory in that they make some stuff obvious, but they make other stuff very not obvious at all. So you have to know that it's there to go looking for it. And if you don't know it's there, you often won't go looking for it. So it's kind of hidden in plain sight. It's there if you go looking for it. And if you're curious like me, if you're an engineer like me who likes to take things to pieces, then this was my natural inclination, was to just go and keep following all these little rabbit holes inside of an AdWords account to track down all this data that's there. The most data that you see, the most obvious data, is not the most important data. Although some practitioners, agencies or self-managers of AdWords accounts, people who do this themselves, or sometimes people who you will pay to do, to have it done for you, they themselves don't realize that the obvious data is not the most important data. And I constantly have to re-educate merchants into understanding what the really important data is. And it's really less of a re-education, it's more of a reminder, which is to say, well, you're a merchant, you've got products, you sell products and you want to get money. And really that's what it's all about. So the most important data, which is not the most obvious, is how many products you've sold and how much money you've earned. And this data is not at all obvious. And sometimes merchants haven't set up their AdWords accounts, they haven't targeted them correctly so that they can find this data. And when they actually go and know where to look for it, the numbers aren't actually there. So you have to engineer things in a particular way before this data will show up. So the first thing you've got to do is turn on some columns of information inside your AdWords account, and this is what my first book is all about, so that you know what you should be looking for. Then when you have got those columns of data turned on, ready to show you the numbers that you need to know, you can then set up your account so that the data that you need, the hidden data, starts to flow into these columns, often for the very first time. So the first thing that we want to show merchants from hidden data is how many products did you sell, how much money did you get given for those, how much did it cost you in clicks to Google to get those sales and get that revenue. And when you divide your revenue by your cost, you come up with the most important data that you can, and that is your return on ad spend.